Good morning. So today we're going to do something that is going to be very healing and balancing. We're going to try and balance our 10 bodies. So we'll start off with 3 rounds of Wim Hof breathing. We will then move to a very glorious stretch and relaxing blend of yogas to move the body but also really extend it, and we'll use pranayama to breathe into it. Then we're going to balance the Ida and the Pingala with our breath, and then we will do a short mantra to bring it into a fully tantric process. And then hopefully, if those 10 bodies are balanced, we'll reach that 11th body of blissful state and one with the universe. If you like the video, like it. Please subscribe. Okay, so let's get started. In the final breath hold of 1 minute, we're going to do heart melting pose or poppy pose. So you will take the hands to the width of the mat, come onto the knees, and then melt the heart into the mat. Forehead comes to the mat, keeping a good amount of weight over the knees, so we're not straining the shoulders too much. It's a shoulder opener and a heart opener, a back bend, and a really good stretch in those glutes. So it's a great way to start this process. Okay, so grab a pillow, blanket if you like, make yourself cozy, lie down long on your mat, and we'll begin round 1. Belly, chest, head, let it go. 30 big breaths, there or thereabouts. If you have the same breath count as me, that's fine. And if you do a few more or a few less, it doesn't matter. Breathing in through your mouth or your nose, but breathing into the belly, into the chest, taking an extra sip into the head, and then passively releasing. So we're forcing it in at 100% of our ability, and we passively let the breath go, so it doesn't all go out. We're hyper-oxygenating, so we don't want to blow all of the air out. So keep going into the belly, chest, head, let it go. Circular breaths. Imagine like waves rolling onto a shore. We have 10 more, there or thereabouts. So belly, chest, head, let it go. Belly, chest, head, let it go. In and out. In and out. Keep going. 5 more. The first breath hold we'll do will be 1.5 minutes. Okay, ready? This is our last one. In, release all of that air. Close down the eyes. We've got 90 seconds of breath out, breath hold. If you'd like to hold your breath for longer, I'll cue you up with 10 seconds to go, so you can pause the video and join me when you are ready to take your breath. Just do 3 rounds, so we'll do 1 minute 30 the first round, 2 minute breath hold the second round, and in the final one with the heart melting pose, we'll just hold the breath for 1 minute. So really lean into all the sensations now in the body. Notice how the feet are feeling, the knees, the thighs, sensations in the hips and the belly. Find your heartbeat. Feel into the hands and up into the shoulders, the throat. How does your face feel? Your head? Is there any pins and needles? Any sensations? Got 10 seconds left to go. If you want to pause the video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in, hold it. Pull upon the root lock, stomach lock, throat lock, pushing this air into the head, into the brain. Imagine you're pushing it like a white light between the forehead into the area of the third eye. And release. Well done. Let's take round 2. Belly, chest, head, let it go. A 35 big belly breaths this time, there or thereabouts, depending on your rhythm, on your cadence. So it's important to find your own balance in breathing. rather than copy somebody else. It's partly why I keep the volume down with the breathing, so you can find your own rhythm with it. As long as we're getting right down into that belly, into the chest, taking that extra sip of air into the head, you'll get the same effect. So you're doing really well. Keep going. You may notice I've changed venues for this video, and that's because my lounge is full of balloons after children's parties last week. So keep going. You're doing really well. Into the belly, the chest, the head, letting go. 10 more. Keep going, doing really well. 5 more. Really big ones now for these last few. Ready? Okay, this is our last one. And release. Let all of that air out. This is a breath out, breath hold for 2 minutes. And let's just do a short meditation in this 2 minutes, really relaxing down the body now. Imagine you are butter melting in the hot sun. Your body is melting into the surface that you are on. There's no tension in the face or the shoulders. You're just letting go. Your whole body is letting go. No need to hold on to any tension or stress. The feet just naturally fall open. There's no tension in the knees or the thighs or the shoulders. The jaw is relaxed. All those areas where you hold your stress, give your body permission to let them go. And just focus on all the amazing feelings that this breathing practice brings into the body. "20 seconds to go." You're nearly there. You're doing so well. I'll cue you up at 10 seconds if you want to hold your breath for longer. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in and hold it. Pull up on the root lock, stomach lock, throat lock, forcing this air into your head. Keep holding. And release. Well done. Let's go on to our final round, round 3. Belly, chest, head. Let it go. Just 30 breaths. Into the belly, the chest, the head, and then releasing passively. Keep going. I'll start the timer in this when we get into the heart melting pose, so it's slightly over a minute, the last breath hold. But it's easily obtainable. It's quite a relaxing posture. It's a really nice way to start a stretch and relax process. We get so much tension across those shoulders, so opening them out like that is a really good way. Got about 9 more breaths. It's a really good way to begin a relaxing stretch practice. 5 more breaths. Really big breaths now. Ready? Last one. And then let all that air out. Turn over. Come onto your knees. Your hands and knees. Take your hands to the width of your mat. And then sink down opening your shoulders, sinking your heart into the mat, keeping a decent amount of weight into those knees. This is a beautiful inversion. There's so much going on, so really enjoy it. You're stretching the arms, you're opening the armpits, you're opening the chest. It's a beautiful inversion for the head to be resting on the mat and grounding. It's a back bend, it's a stretch in the lower back. So really just enjoy it. If you do have any discomfort at any point, just sit back onto the heels and you can stay in extended child's pose. Okay, come up, come onto the knees, take a big breath in, hold it, pull up on the root lock, stomach lock, throat lock, force this air into the head. Imagine you're pumping those bandhas upwards, forcing that air upwards. And release, well done. Okay. It's a beautiful, relaxing way to start our process. So move any cushions or blankets aside and then come into a cross-legged pose on the front of your mat. We'll just take some recovery breaths in and out through the nose. So breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. We're going to do a pranayama breath here. So just catch the breath at the back of your mouth. So breathe in, arms up, and then twist to your left. Right hand to left knee, gazing over that left shoulder. Breathe in and lengthen, and then breathe out as you twist. Breathe in back to center, and then take the left arm to the mat and bring the right arm overhead, opening out that chest. Getting a beautiful stretch into the side body. Gazing up to the ceiling so you're not collapsing in that shoulder, keeping a nice opening across the top of the body. And then take out the right leg and bring the left heel into the right thigh. And then we're going to lean over, side bend over that right leg. And I really want you to stay open in the body here. So don't reach for the foot like we usually would with this bend, side bend. Keep that nice opening in the body and look up towards the ceiling. The right arm just comes gently to the mat. And then face that right foot. And then fold the body over the leg. If you can't reach your foot, it's absolutely fine. Just fold over to where you can. Getting a really nice stretch now and activating those hamstrings. Keep your eyes closed as much as you can for this practice. So just once you check to see what we're doing, then close the eyes down. Okay, come back to a cross-legged pose. Breathe into the center. We'll take these on the other side. So this time the left hand comes to the right knee and we're gazing over the right shoulder in a twist. Breathe in as you lengthen and out and twist as you breathe out. Breathe in, lengthen, breathe out, twist. Breathe in, lengthen, breathe out, twist. Bring the arms back to center and take the left foot out and the right foot into the thigh. And then we're going to fold into a side bend over the left leg this time, bringing the left hand to the mat. And remember to gaze up to that ceiling so we're keeping the chest open and not folding forwards. Getting an amazing stretch down that side body. Okay, then face the foot and then fold the body over the leg. Again, if you can't reach the foot, it's fine. Just fold over to where you can. Just really activating that left hamstring now. Just keep breathing with a pranayama breath so you can hear the breath. Then come to a wide-legged seated pose. to where you're comfortable. Make sure you're sat on the sitting bones, so you're not tilting your pelvis forwards or backwards. Breathe in, raise the arms up high. And breathe out, fold forwards. And you can bring your hands to a cushion or a mat or a bolster if you like. If they can reach the floor, that's fine. And just fold over. Making sure those sitting bones staying grounded, the knees are facing upwards and the toes are facing upward. And again, we're keeping that pranayama breath so we can hear it. So it's... the breath is catching at the back of the mouth. So it's ocean breath. You can hear it like the waves on the shore coming in and out. Long, deep nasal breathing. Breathe in, come up, and then bring those legs together. We'll come into seated butterfly or cobbler's pose, holding on to the feet, or you can open the knees a bit more with your elbows to get a bit more opening. Sitting up tall through the sitting bones, keeping that back nice and straight. And breathing in. Remember to keep those eyes closed. This is a very meditative, moving practice. Okay, we're going to come into half Lord of the Fishes now. So we're going to take the right knee over the left leg, and we're going to bring the left arm up and gaze over the right shoulder. If this is too much, you can just hold on to that right knee with the left arm. And we're gazing over the right shoulder, half Lord of the Fishes. If it's in your practice, take a bind here, but if not, just follow, stay with me. Again, we're breathing in as we lengthen. Okay, now come into cow face, legs. So we're folding one knee over the other, and then the left arm comes over the top and the right arm comes underneath to take a bind, or you can put your hands in prayer pose and then fold forward over those knees. If folding over the knees too much and just staying upright is enough, then stay upright, it's absolutely fine. And if the bind is too much, just keep your hands in prayer pose. But let's try and get up opening in the back. So if you prayer pose with the hands behind the back, or you can hold onto your elbows behind your back. Come in, breathe it up, breathe in, and we'll take those on the other side. So cross the legs over, half Lord of the Fishes, with the left leg over the right. Breathe in, right arm raises, and then bring it to the outside of the left knee, if that's in your practice. And then breathe in as you lengthen, and breathe out as you twist over that left shoulder. Again, you can just hold on to the knee with the right arm if this is too much, or if it's in your practice, you can take the bind. Okay, we're going to come to cow face pose, so keep those knees stacked on top of of each other. Then raise the right arm high and take it over the back and meet it with the left arm underneath to take the bind, if that's in your practice. If not, take a combination of either prayer pose with the arms behind the back, or just hold on to the elbows or a strap. If it's in your practice, fold forwards and just keep breathing. Okay, breathe in, come up, well done. Okay, we're going to come onto our knees now. Now we're going to take a moving camel pose to start with. So the variation is either hands to the back, to the top of the buttocks, or hands to the heels with the toes up, or the full extension of the pose is feet flat, knees hip distance apart, and then you fold back. And we're going to breathe in here. And then we're going to breathe out into extended child's pose. Breathe in, back to our camel, whichever variation you're taking. Breathe out, child's pose. Breathe in, camel. Breathe out, child's pose. Really extend those breaths to match the movement. Breathe in, camel, and we just hold it. Breathing in and out now in our camel pose. Close down the eyes, really feel into this extension. If it's comfortable, let your head fall back, and if it's not, keep your head in line with your neck. And then let's counteract that with that extended child's pose. Breathe right down into your stomach. It's very good for your digestion to breathe really deep into the stomach in child's pose. And now come onto the left shoulder and the left cheek, taking a twist in this child's pose. And then take the right arm beneath the left and come onto the right shoulder and the right cheek, taking the other twist in this extended child's pose. Breathing really far down into that stomach to really, really work out those organs. Okay, and then come onto all fours, knees hip width apart, hands underneath the shoulders. Don't collapse into the shoulders, and we'll take some cat-cow. So breathe in, arch the back. Breathe out, bring the head to the sternum and raise the back. Breathe in, stomach towards the mat. Breathe out, your back towards the sky. Breathe in, stomach and chest to the mat, head back. Breathe out, head to sternum, back towards the sky. Okay, and take opposite arm and opposite leg on all fours and just raise everything up. Getting a twist and a stretch and a balance across the body. If your head's comfortable, take that up too. Follow it with the line of the body. And change sides. So this time the right leg in the left hand and raise it all up. This is a good test for the balance as well as a stretch. And a twist across the body. Excellent, well done. And then just going to come up into a downward dog. We won't do any standing poses really. We're just going to use this as a transitional pose as this is a stretch class. And just walk out that dog. We just get a little bit more movement into those hamstrings. And then bring the right knee to the right hand. Come into swan. So we're going to breathe in. And then we'll take hold of the left foot in the crook of the left elbow to get a stretch into that quad. Gazing over the left shoulder. It's a really nice way to stretch out the quads as well as work that left. Open out that left hip and then breathe in and then fold forward into your pigeon pose. Supine pigeon. And keep breathing. Remember to keep breathing down into the chest and into the belly. And then we're really going to work the organs where we're in these compressed positions. Okay, then step back into your dog. Breathe. Just find some stillness. And then take that on the other side. So the left knee comes to the left, raise up into swan. And then we'll take hold of the right foot in the crook of the right elbow. And we'll just get that stretch in the right quad. Don't force it if it's hurting. Just go to where you can. And if it's too much, then you can just stay upright in your swan for a little bit longer. Okay, then breathe, let go of that leg, don't let it fling back, head back, and then fold over that leg. And just breathe into this pigeon pose. Such a beautiful, this is a really good one for sports people, athletes, weightlifters, footballers, people that need to stretch out their glutes because they're getting tightness in their hamstrings. This is a perfect pose. And keeping the eyes closed down in this practice, okay, we're also keeping it very meditative and focused inwards. Breathe in, come up, and then swing that back leg round. We'll come into staff pose. So with the feet and knees facing upwards, sit up straight in the Tadasana line through the spine. Make sure we're not collapsing, and then take hold of the big toes if you can. Breathe in and lengthen, and breathe out and fold over those legs. Just go to where you can. Working the head towards the shins rather than the knees, so we're keeping a little bit of length in the spine. Remember to keep breathing. In these folded postures, it's so healthy to keep breathing deeply down into the body. And we're really trying to work through the whole of the body here. Mind, body and soul workout. Okay, come down onto your back and bring your hands to goalpost or T and the legs to 90, and then breathe in. And as you breathe out, take the legs over to the left. Gaze over your right shoulder, keeping the right shoulder glued to the mat. Get this beautiful, subtle and passive twist, shaping the waist, but also working deeply into the fascia and the organs of the body. Come back to center, breathe in, and then breathe out. You should take them to the other side. Gazing over the left shoulder glued to the mat. Getting the passive twist down the other side of the body. Working the lateral side. Okay, breathe in back to center, and then just come up to sitting. I'm just going to do find just comfortable seats. You can either sit cross-legged or half lotus or full lotus. And we're going to balance the Ida and the Pingala. And we're going to do that by covering the right nostril to breathe in through the left, and then breathe out through the left. But we're going to breathe in through the right for 4, and then breathe out through the left for 6. Okay, so breathe in for 2, 3, 4, cover the right, and breathe out for 6, 2, 4, 5, 6. Cover the left, breathe in for the right for 2, 3, 4. Cover it, breathe out through the left for 6. Breathe in through the right. Cover it, breathe out through the left. Breathe in for the right. Breathe out through the left. Keep going, find your own pace. What this does is when we're in fight or flight, we usually favour the left nostril. And by doing this, we just calm and balance. So keep going, breathing in through the right and then out through the left. Finding calm and restoring emotional, physical and mental balance. Okay, breathe in and out. Well done. Okay, so I'm going to talk us through this process because we're going to use a mantra rather than do the voiceover. So again, sitting comfortably, whether it's lotus, full lotus or half lotus or just legs crossed, it's fine. The mantra is sa, ta, na, ma. I'm going to do that on an out breath. It roughly takes about 5-6 seconds, so we're actually getting the perfect length of breath. So we're going to breathe in and then we're going to whisper with the out breath. Sa, ta, na, ma. If you don't feel comfortable doing it out loud, you can do it in your head. But if you do feel, we're going to just whisper it. Okay? So, and it should, using this combination of breath and mantra, it's a very beautiful mantra as well. about the truth and divinity within you, and we're really going to aspire to that blissful place. Okay, so breathe in. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Just breathe in. Bring the hands, rest on your lap, close on the eyes, and just feel into the sensations in the body and go inside. Let go of any last stress or tension. Thank you for practicing with me. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the divine light within you guide your way on. From my heart to yours, Sat Nam, Namaste, Waheguru.